Well, good afternoon, everyone. Heath Pucel with Keep Your Finger in the Text. It is Thursday. It's time for another Keep Your Finger in the Text live report. I have a special guest that we're going to get to here in just a moment, a good friend and brother, Bobby McCreery. But I do want to let you know that as we're interviewing Bobby, one of the things that we're going to talk about quite heavily is the new What's the Point workshop. And that is coming up here in just a couple of days. It's going to be on Tuesday, June 11th, and we're going to be exploring the aspect of what's the main point of a message. The critical and crucial part about understanding and preaching the Word of God rightly is understanding what God is trying to get done. And of course, with that, it means trying to understand the organization of the text as well as the ultimate goal of what God is trying to get done through the biblical author. So that is coming up June 11th. Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. You can find out more information, as you can see in the scrolling link out at sfoi.org. Click on Evangelist Info. Click on Keep Your Finger in the Text, and that will be the place where you register and sign up for it. I'd love to see you on next Tuesday. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and bring on a good brother, great friend of mine, Bobby McCreery, and let's hear from him. Hey, brother, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing great. I guess like in honor of D-Day, you gave it the French pronunciation of adieu. I gotta say one thing first. So when you were doing the what's the point thing,
yeah,
was everybody watching? Would they see the guy go like doing the thing with his hands like what's the point? Did they see that picture that I was seeing?
Yeah, the picture you're seeing, that one right there.
There you go. Yeah. So it's really funny because not only does that mean what's the point, that can also be used, and I do it all the time in preaching. I don't know if it's from a childhood trauma or what. That's kind of also my expression for who, me? Like when people get mad when I'm preaching in the open air. You know,
exactly.
I go like, who, me? Like, really? I'm just asking questions here. Don't point your finger at me.
That's right.
Anyhow, yeah. I just saw that guy there, and I thought, oh, he's doing my dorky like pose that I do all the time when I'm preaching outside.
That's
it's so funny because I'm even doing a variation of that, like in the still photo that you had for the promo for today's interview, like in Jerusalem. I'm always doing something with my hands.
Sure.
You know, when you're preaching, and I don't know what my problem is. Like I can't stop, and it's never something like cool looking. You know, a lot of preachers like, you know, do the finger pointing or they're pointing at the sky. I'm always doing this like goofy looking weird.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm like, like at least that guy there in the thing on my screen, he's doing the same goofy pose. But
well,
sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. The one thing I was thinking about in capturing, you know, what's the point is sometimes that confused look. Or that, you know, that puzzled, that dazed and confused look. And that was a great picture as I was looking at, you know, pictures and graphics for what's the point is, I don't know, how do you get to it?
It's also known as, what's the point, also known as who, me?
Exactly. I think that plays right into it. Hey, Andy, great to have you, brother. So yeah, I guess that's kind of the question: who, me, and what's the point as far as who, me, to join the workshop? And what's the point? But you know, thanks for taking your time out of your busy schedule to join me and talk a little bit about your experience. You were just in the last workshop that we were going through, 2 Timothy. But before we dive into all the aspects of the workshop, for those that either are with us live or maybe at another time who don't know who Bobby McCreery is, if you can share with us, how did you get started on your journey to evangelism, open air preaching, and where do you currently minister?
Wow. Okay. Yeah, Bobby McCreery, as you can see by the picture on your screen, is haggard old man with a bunch of gray hair. No one special. How did I get started in evangelism? Well, God saved me. And so that really was